continue with the day, next we have Dr. Udirappan Mani to share his valuable thoughts on career opportunities in biomedical science in India. Dr. Udirappan Mani is a senior technical officer and head of Animal House in CLRI, Chennai. He got his PhD in toxicology from Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. His research interests include toxicological studies, microbial and enzyme technology for skin height deharing. He has published several research and review articles in reputed international journals. We welcome Dr. Udirappan Mani to enlighten us with worthwhile insights. Over to you, sir.
All right, Roger.
Kumar sir, kindly switch off your microphone. Kumar sir, kindly switch off your microphone. Sir, good morning, sir. Dr. Mani, sir. Good morning, sir. Now you can take the session, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, doctor. Yeah, yes, doctor.
My slide is visible.
Your slide
is visible.
Your slide is not visible, doctor. Yeah, now it's visible. Now it's clear.
Good morning, all. Yes. Good morning, all. So, this is my presentation on career opportunities in biomedical science in India. So, first I would like to thank Dr. Purushothaman, that the head TAN Bio Research Cluster. So, just I want to give the definition that what is biomedical science. Biomedical sciences includes those science disciplines whose primary focus is the biology of human health and disease and ranges from the generic study of biomedical sciences and human biology to more specialized subject areas. As far as in the Indian scenario is concerned, in our Indian universities or research institute, we are not running many courses on biomedical sciences, exclusively biomedical sciences alone. There are different universities, like 4 or 5 universities, they are conducting course on exclusively on biomedical science, MSc and UG degree.
Dr. Mani sir?
Yes?
Dr. Mani sir?
Yes.
Kindly improve your sound. Kindly improve your sound. I think your mic is not near to your voice.
Now it's audible?
Yeah, now it's super. Now it's super. Yeah, now
it's
it's
okay.
Very clear, doctor.
Okay. So, okay. Biomedical science means there are including many subjects like genetics, medical microbiology, cell and radiation biology, bioorganic chemistry, botany, zoology, biochemistry, immunology, medicinal chemistry, molecular biology, pharmacology, toxicology, pathology, biophysics, principle of endocrinology, hormone and reproduction, genetic engineering, hormone and biotechnology, comprising of different biological cluster that biomedical science comes. So this is the things. Biomedical science is involving many fields, like sector means if you see instruments, medical technology and pharmaceuticals. If you just see the fields, it comprises of different fields like biomedical engineering, biomaterials, bioinformatics, biotech. For many of you students, you may be studying BSc botany or zoology, microbiology, biochemistry, or bioinformatics. So my concern is that for example, those who are coming from village background, they may be knowing that if any person suffering from any fever or any small wound or small cut, so immediately they approach some village doctor. He may not be graduated or he may not be a medical background doctor, but immediately he gives some medicines to the patient. It may be the plant root, or it may be the some leaf extract. So unknowingly, the background of the scientific, he might not be having the scientific background of the particular plants, but he will give the plants. But as a educated person, as a biomedical scientist, what we do, same plants we collect it, we extract it, and we characterize what are the materials or what are the active compounds available or present in the plants. Then we apply for those compounds for different parameters, like different purpose, like anti-diabetic, antibacterial, or anti-cancer, something like that. So what I mean to say is, those who are working as a village practitioner or village medicine practitioner, they are also a biomedical scientist, but they are unknowingly they are doing that practice. So if you want to become a biomedical scientist, so just now I said, if you are studying a BSc botany or zoology, microbiology, or MSc any biological subject, you should not only adhere to your MSc subject itself, you should know different field. Like for example, if you are studying MSc microbiology, you should know different subjects, different field. Then only you can become a good biomedical scientist. For if you are studying that MSc microbiology, then you should have good knowledge in biochemistry, immunology, toxicology, endocrinology. So then only once you enter in the field of as a biomedical scientist, you can interpret your result very nicely, and your research output will be better. So for that purpose, you need a technical skills. Technical skill means how to do the particular research in better way. You should have good knowledge. For that purpose, you should have different field knowledge, multi-field knowledge. Then you should have basic and depth knowledge, scientific knowledge. Then only you can do good research. So whatever data you are going to generate, the generated data you should interpret it in a scientific manner. So whatever data it is coming out, so it will be published in good journal, or you can patent it, or whatever output coming in the form of drugs or medicine, you can commercialize. Then another one is presentation skill. So those who are studying science, they should have good presentation skills, because whatever doing in the doing in the laboratory, nobody knows what you are doing. So presentation skill will give identification that whatever you have done in the laboratory, just you have to present it in front of your funding agency, or your professors, or to the mass crowd. The presentation skill is very much important for biomedical scientists. Then teamwork skills. See, those who are working in the biomedical field, one person cannot do all work. For example, organic chemist synthesize a molecule, he cannot do any biological works. So the person who is doing in vitro work, he may not be expertise doing in vivo work. So a person who is working as a biomedical scientist, he should have that skill to work with the other team members. So doing biological research, it is a teamwork. You should cooperate with the other teams to get the better result than research skills. Research skill means, for example, so you identified a compound from the biological source. So how to execute the research? So what are the parameters to be carried out? First, we have to identify isolate the compound from the biological source. Then you have to do in vitro study. Then based on the in vitro study, you should go for in vivo study. Then once you get the in vivo study in preclinical model like small animals like rat, mice, rabbit, guinea pig, then you have to go for higher animals like dog and monkeys. Then once you get good result, then you should go for clinical trials. So for that purpose, you should have very good basic and fundamental strong knowledge in this research skills. Then continuous learning. So those who are involved in biomedical field, they should learn continuously what is going on in and around the world. So then only you can cope up your things and do better research. Interdisciplinary knowledge. So as I said earlier, so you should you should work with other people like chemist, organic chemist, pharmacologist, toxicologist, and other surgeon. Like that, you should know different knowledge. You should have good knowledge in interdisciplinary subject. So as far as the BSc, biomedical science is concerned, so in India, those who are studying BSc, MSc, and PhD, they study like principle of genetics, medical microbiology, human physiology and anatomy, biochemistry, immunology, medicinal chemistry, pharmacology, toxicology. For example, toxicology means it is a study of poison. So biologist derived isolated a compound from the natural source. Just you want to see the particular compound is having any therapeutic effect. Just you have to see do in animal model. So that kind of courses are very limited in India. Only limited in academic institutes they are running this course like University of Madras, Agra University, Jamia Ahmedabad University, New Delhi, and Sri Ramachandra Medical College, Chennai. Then of course human pathology. Then some of the institutes in India offer BSc, MSc, PhD degrees in biomedical science. Like in Madras University, there is a campus called Lakshmana Swami Mudaliar Postgraduate Institute of Medical Sciences, Tharmani campus, University of Madras. Then Ambedkar Center for Biomedical Research, Delhi, Acharya Narendra Dev College, University, Symbiosis School of Medical Sciences. One second. Then Bharatidasan University, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, Alagappa University, MSc, they are offering MSc Biomedical Science. Some of the private universities such as VIT Vellore, SRM University, Sri Ramachandra University, Chennai, and Shastra University, Tanjore. So some of the research areas, some of the research areas, those who are completing MSc Biomedical Science or other or PhD and other biology related degrees, they can opt for a job in cancer, neurology.
Sir, Mani sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, your voice is low, sir.
Okay, now?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Some of the research areas, those who are completing MSc Biomedical Science or other biology related subject, they can opt for, they can opt these fields like cancer, neurology, regenerative medicine, biomaterial, biomechanics, biomaterials and regenerative engineering, cell and molecular engineering, imaging and biophotonics, medical device and instrumentation, and neural engineering. So career options. Actually, as I said earlier, those who are studying any BSc or MSc, any biological subject, you should have, acquire more knowledge in other subject also. Then only you will get job in good field or good institute or good organization, for which you have to study other subject also. Then you have to read newspaper daily, what is going on in and around the world in terms of science field. To get the job, you should have knowledge not only in science, but in your subject. You should have knowledge in other subject also. Then only you can become a good scientist. Great opportunities for laboratory work in management, research, education, and consultancy. There are very good opportunities in India. Nowadays, there are many institutes, organizations, they are offering good package for those who are biomedical scientists, those who are having good experience in this field. So those who are working as a biomedical scientist, their main job is handling of biological samples, testing, screening of lifestyle ailments, discovering and developing treatment aids such as medicine and drugs. So, for example, those who are, due to this COVID pandemic, now there are two countries, at present, two vaccines are available in India, like Covaxin and Covishield. The Covaxin, which is manufactured by Bharat Biotech, it is fully developed by microbiologists, that is biomedical scientists only. So what I mean to say is, if you have very good knowledge in different subject, different field, you can become a good biomedical scientist. Then biomedical engineer. Those who are completing biomedical scientist field, you can opt as a biomedical engineer. Usually nowadays there is specialized subject called biomedical engineering offered by different universities. These biomedical engineers, usually they make the device based on the requirement of the different scientists. So development of device for replacing body parts, devices for diagnosis, medical issues, and artificial organs, and adjustment, installation, maintenance, and repair of biomedical equipment, which they are supplying to the different organizations. You can opt for lecturer post also, like research and teaching in college and universities. And also some of the biomedical engineers are those who complete biomedical science. They opt for as a sales engineer, like demonstrating trials. For example, if you are working in a particular company, like Shimadzu, different multinational company, they offer good salary to those who are having good experience in biomedical field. So the particular scientist, sales engineer, they go to the field, they install the instrument, they give the demonstration, install the new equipment, and also sometimes they discuss with the user scientist and what is the real requirement. Then accordingly they modify the instrument what they are looking for. So in India, at present, if you see the biomedical scientist salary, roughly those who have completed MSc biomedical field, like molecular biology, biotechnology, and biomedical science, immunology, endocrinology, if those who have little experience, they get salary from 1.2 to 2 lakhs per annum, and master degree students, they get 1.2 to 3 lakhs per annum. Actually, those who are studying BSc or MSc subject, as I said earlier, you should frequently, I am emphasizing that you should have vast knowledge, depth knowledge in different science field. If you're studying MSc microbiology, side by side you should study botany, zoology, endocrinology, environmental science. Then only you can clear these exams like CSIR, ICMR, JRF. So if you see the result, whenever the CSIR release the result in the month of July and January, if you see the names of the candidates, those who are qualifying the CSIR exams, 90% of the candidates passed exams from northern India. You can see only 10% students from southern India, because we are more strong in science subject, whereas we are very, very, very poor in general knowledge. Even those who are studying BSc, MSc science subject, if you ask who is the science and technology minister in India, most of the 90% of the participants, they may not be knowing who is the current science and technology minister, central science and technology ministers. So that's why I'm telling that whenever, those who are studying science subject, you should have good knowledge in all subject. Daily you should read newspaper. Apart from your main subject, you should have good knowledge in other subject also. Then then only you can qualify this CSIR and ICMR JRF. So until unless you don't qualify the CSIR, ICMR, JRF exam, even if you score 95% more, it is useless, because even you people are knowing that those who are completing +2 degree, I mean +2 intermediate in Tamil Nadu, in India, if they score 1,900 out of the 2,200, 1,090 out of 1,200, they may not, I mean, get MBBS seat until unless they qualify the NEET exam. So for NEET exam also, one has to have the basic and fundamental knowledge in different field. That's why I want to say that if you study BSc or MSc in science subject, you should thoroughly study your subject and other biological subject also, along with current affairs. If you qualify ICMR, JRF or CSIR, JRF, then after 1 year, if you publish some papers with your professor or your guide, then you can apply for senior research fellowship, for which you will be getting around 35,000 per month. Then once you acquire the PhD degree, then you may be getting 4 to 6 lakhs per annum initially in India itself. But if you go abroad, you may get $4,000 to $5,000 per month in abroad, in many developed countries. So once you complete your BSc or MSc degree or PhD degrees in biomedical science or biological science related to biomedical field, so there are 2 sectors in India available. That is, one is in private sector, another one is in government sector. Purushottam, am I audible? Purushottam?
Yes, sir, it's audible, sir. You can continue.
Okay. There are 2 sectors, that is private sector and the government sector. So in private sector, there are contract research organizations. Contract research organization means, for example, there are small medical companies or organizations. They extract active compounds from the plants, or they make some small medicine or small active molecules. So for those scientists, those products, those materials, those active compounds should be screened in the animal model. This small industry, they may not have the R&D setup. For that purpose, these companies, they contact the private research organization just to carry out the safety efficacy of the particular compounds. So they contact this contract research organization on behalf of these small companies. They do the safety efficacy studies of the particular compound. That company is called CROs, that is contract research organization. In India, there are more than 1,000 contract research organizations. These industries, they engage only MSc biology students, like biomedical science student, microbiology, biotechnology, endocrinology, zoology, botany students. Apart from that, there are many hospitals, they recruit biomedical science, biotechnology students. In my next slide, I will show you what are the hospitals they recruit the students from biological background. There are many research laboratories, they recruit private research laboratories. In my next slide, I will show you what are the private research laboratories, like Reliance. Many research laboratories are available in India. Once you complete your MSc degree, then you can opt other places. 1 second, please. Purushottam?
Yeah, doctor.
My PPT is visible?
Yeah, it's visible, doctor.
Yeah, one student just I received message that he is not getting, that's why. Anyway, so apart from that, research laboratories, you can join many industries. Industries means where they produce different molecules, different products. So you can join in different industries. Then other academic institutions like universities, research institutes like ICER, NICER, Indian Institute of Science, different academic institutes where they conduct a different degree program. Then these are all the private sectors. Government sector, there are CSIR labs, more than 37 CSIR labs are available. Then Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science and Technology, then Indian Council of Medical Research. So these laboratories, after completion of your MSc and PhD, you can join in this institute in India itself. To join this CSIR, DBT, DST, ICMR institute, once you qualify this CSIR or ICMR JRF ship, it is easy to get the placement in this institute. Until unless you don't qualify the CSIR or ICMR fellowship, it is very difficult to enter in these laboratories. There are National Biotechnology Board, where all they recruit many, biotechnology or biology background students. Then Indian Council of Agriculture Research, they have more than 60 research laboratories across India. There they recruit students. I said this is the contract research organization. These people, they have very good research facilities with all modern instruments. So there in India, more than 1,000 contract research organizations, they recruit biological background students, where once you qualify, work 2-3 years in this institute, after that you can switch over to other organization, you will get a very good salary. There are many of my juniors and seniors, they are getting more than 2-3 lakhs per month in these CROs, for which you have to have good marks. Then you have to look these websites, what are the websites, whether they have any recruits and all. Then you have to apply to this institute. Then they will call you for interview, then group study and all. Then once if you fulfill their requirement, they will appoint you as a scientist, junior scientist. So that's why in my initial slide said that once you want to enter in the scientific field, you should have good presentation skill, good English skill, good depth knowledge in your science subject. So there are some private research organization, contract research organization, I am showing in my slides. This is European Advanced Limited. It is a very good private research institute located in Bangalore. Another one is Intax Institute for Toxicological Studies in Pune, Maharashtra. Wockhardt Research Center in Maharashtra. Paramal Enterprises is also in Maharashtra. There are many institute, private research organization located in Maharashtra, Hyderabad and Gujarat. Zydus Cadila, Gujarat, Christian Medical College, Reliance Life Science once again it is in Mumbai, Reddy's Research Foundation in Hyderabad, Ethical Institute, it is located in Chennai, Mumbai. These are all very good private research CROs. From that CROs, there are some hospitals, they also do develop some biomaterials and other active compounds. They commercialize in the market. These are all some of the private hospitals. They recruit some biological background, biomedical science background students, like Max Hospital, New Delhi and Chandigarh, Apollo Hospital, Fortis Healthcare, Christian Medical College, Vellore, Ramachandra Medical College, Chennai, Chettinad Hospital. Some of the students, those who undergone training in our laboratory in CLRI and other CSIR laboratory, they got job and they are working as a scientist in this institute. Some of them working in germ cells, some of them are working in biomaterial development, and they are getting good salary in these hospitals.